if you read Ragan.com or PR Daily, you're probably familiar with Shel Holtz. Shel Holtz has been teaching at Ragan conferences for 20 years, maybe more. Shel's really interested in gamification these days, so I'm going to begin asking Shel, let's define gamification.
Sure, well, gamification is the application of game dynamics to non-game situations where you're trying to achieve objectives. The problem is that what we're doing in organizations from the earliest days of organizations is trying to reward people for accomplishing tasks and meeting objectives with money. And at a certain point, for certain types of tasks, that just doesn't motivate people. What motivates people is more of an intrinsic reward, the ability to exercise some autonomy, that I can figure this out on my own, to master something, to really get good at it, and finally to be part of something bigger than yourself. And when you start to add the game layer to a non-game situation, where you can employ these types of rewards, amazing things start to happen.
Give us an example of gamification, say, used in employee communications.
Well, I haven't seen a good example of gamification. I've seen
or maybe
games,
a potential good.
Yeah, I've seen games used in employee communication, which I think we're going to see more of. But I mean, going back to the days when I was working in print at ARCO in the 70s and the early 80s, they would create a board game to walk you through your benefits. Right. It was in the double truck of the publication. So, I mean, games have been around for a while. Where we're seeing gamification now is in team development, for example, wellness programs. You're starting to see leaderboards and badging for achieving certain levels. I think this is really the entry-level stuff. What I'm interested in seeing is this notion of an ARG, an alternate reality game, where you'd actually give a lot of people in the real world the tasks, form up the teams, and let them go out to achieve things based on the rewards that are set in the game, as opposed to just hit this target.
Yeah,
right? Because there's more satisfaction that you get as you move along, as you achieve different layers, hit different levels. Those are all very, very intrinsically satisfying, as opposed to just waiting until you get to the end to see if you succeeded.
And it's fun.
And it
sounds like fun. Yeah. Well, thanks, Shel. I appreciate it.